What would you say if one of your team members was mentally struggling? With 1 in 4 people now experience a mental health issue, you're likely to come across this situation. So it's important for you to be prepared so you know exactly what to do, what to say, and how to support them and the rest of the team as best as you can. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this series, talking you through the most common situations that you're likely to deal with in the workplace, what you can do, what you can say, and the best practices. Now, every situation will be different, so in this episode, we're going to start with the principles. My number 1 principle is be compassionate, be empathetic, and be non-judgmental as a leader. So you're approachable, that you're trustworthy, and your team feel comfortable having those conversations with you. Number 2 is fully listen. There's a lot of power in the ability to listen, as it can help you find out more, guide the conversation, and support the individual in the best way possible. So by fully listening, it means turning this off, turning these on, and giving the person plenty of time to talk without any interruption. And also it means allowing moments of silence as well, because it's in the silence that the person can reflect, tell you more, and that helps you guide the conversation. And when we're listening, we want to appear confident, we don't want to appear startled by anything they say, and we want to keep as relaxed as possible in our body language. So that means we're not crossing our arms or looking tense in any way. We want the person to feel as comfortable as possible to tell us what's going on. Number 3 is keep the focus on the individual. We don't want to make it about ourselves, and we especially don't want to say phrases like, "Oh, I know how you feel," because you don't. We have no idea how somebody feels in a given moment of time, and by saying something like that, it invalidates how they're actually feeling, and they may lose trust in you to have that conversation again. So focus on the individual, listen to what they're saying, and guide the conversation to support them in the best way possible. Number 4 is to provide reassurance. It's not easy to disclose your mental health issues, especially when it comes to management, as it takes a lot of trust and confidence. So as management, it's important that you let them know that they've done the right thing by coming to you. And also that they're not alone in these thoughts and feelings, as we mentioned that 1 in 4 people experience a mental health issue, and that let them know that you're going to do the best you can to support them with what they're going through. So provide reassurance. Number 5 is to ask the relevant questions. And this will help you to guide the conversation and support the individual in the best way possible. Especially if you focus on using open questions, as that will allow you to get as much information as possible. So for example, if I ask you, "Are you looking after yourself right now?" which will be either yes or no, instead you can ask, "How are you looking after yourself?" Same question, but can provide much more depth of answer, and that will allow you to support the individual as best as you can. So ask relevant questions. Number 6, before providing advice of any kind, whether it's professional or self-help, always ask for permission. Don't be that person that gives unsolicited advice, because 1, it can frustrate the person, and 2, it can break the professional trust that they have in you. So instead, ask for permission. So you could even just say, "Would you like advice?" Or you could say, "There are many professional options that we could look at if that's something you're open to." And if they give the permission, then that's something you can explore. So it's important to realize that some people might not want advice at all, and maybe just venting will be good enough for them. So always ask for permission. Number 7 is know your professional boundaries. Chances are if you're watching this series, you're not a GP, psychologist, mental health nurse, or any other mental health professional. You're just a manager who wants to support their staff. So it's important to realize where your boundaries are and not exceed them. And when you feel that you're getting into that territory of exceeding them, knowing where to signpost them is so important. And when it goes out of your boundaries, you can tell that individual, say, "This is out of my scope of practice. However, there are professional options that we could look at if that's something you want to do." And this will help support the individual in the best way possible, and it will protect you at the same time. So know your boundaries. Number 8 is to look after yourself. These conversations are not easy to have, and they can be draining at some points, as they're telling you very distressing things. It could be crisis moments, there could be anything and everything that comes your way. And over time, that can take its toll. So make sure that you take time out, look after yourself by prioritizing exercise, sleep, connecting with others, investing in your self-care as best as you can, and asking for help when you need it as well. And asking for help when you need it. It could be management above you, and if there's nobody above you, professional organizations. So always make sure that you're looking after yourself. So those are my 8 principles. I do hope they've been useful to help lay the foundation of what to do and say in the mental health conversation. And in future episodes, we're going to be taking a deep dive into what to do in specific situations, such as dealing with staff that are depressed or anxious, or staff that say they're suicidal, and other situations like that, so you know exactly what to do and say what is best practice. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like and leave a comment. And if you're looking for more training and to get on our email list, check the description or check out our website www.claritywalk.co.uk/training. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.